don't know what's wrong with this thing.
What are you trying to figure out?
Oh, our forklift broke.
The forklift broke?
Yeah.
There's no other way to get this crap over there, huh?
Today, we're going to follow a group of international builders with zero professional experience to see if they have what it takes to build a castle.
The bolts have gotten loose.
It's a race against time. It's a race against money. It's a race against natural resources. Will they succeed? Will they fail? Or will it be something worse?
This is American Castle.
American Castle, rise from the ashes high, holding the train where the truth don't die. American Castle.
How do you think it broke?
It just happened. So the forward stopped. So when you put it into forward, it stopped going forward. It'll still go backwards. And now it quit starting.
Back here, this is starting the weekend 3. Okay, so day 8 or so. We're building the primary structure. 5 seconds after we landed onto the construction site, we had a machine malfunction. We're looking at this forklift right here. We had some fun last week and a couple days ago figuring out how to drive the forklift and operate it and move these 2.5 tons worth of rocks on these pallets to and fro the castle. Well, if the forklift goes down, we can't transport these rocks nearly as fast, so that's a problem.
There must be a short somewhere. It has about 18 different fuses for different electrical circuits.
That's always breaking, so now we have to figure something out. It started kind of like a shit show. We just jumped in, started doing it. But now it's like everything's, we're figuring it out as we go. And
We just can fill it up and at least bring them over there.
if you just go for it, you'll gain momentum. And that's kind of where we're at. I'm thinking we're just gonna start using smaller rocks.
The fuses don't still the same shit. You have to change the fuel box, the whole box, not only the fuses.
For me, the best is, if you can look it up on the computer to get the schematics, the wiring diagram.
Yes.
In order to properly troubleshoot, I need a manufacturer's wiring diagram to see power goes from A to B, otherwise I don't know where to start troubleshooting. And then you know what we are looking for.
Touch it one by one to see find the big one.
I mean, I like building. I like it. I like tools. I like everything that we're doing. So, yeah, I think, and this is for a good cause, which is to revive the American spirit.
When I came to this work site today, I saw it was like there were two teams simultaneously working, but still being one team.
Peter's idea to build the castle, and this is what we came up with.
Our day date, instead of going to the standard and sitting at the pool, we drove around looking for clay in the ground with a shovel and a bucket.
You're gonna get run over.
The attendant of our condo was like, "What are you doing with that shovel?" I was like, "It's date night, don't ask." So, super normal stuff happening here. Super.
Why is there a giant man in front of the generator?
Protection.
What's he protecting?
$150,000 machine
Hey, what are we protecting it from?
from the blade, from all the throwing rocks and stuff.
Okay, so let me get this straight. The generator gets a giant part for protection, but the human beings look around. We just gotta dodge the rocks or what? Yeah.
That's a good analyzation.
That's important. If we don't cover this thing, one rocket hit the radiator and it's it. Make a hole in.
Said job's done.
Finish.
How important is that generator?
Look, we got the power for the machine.
Yeah.
If the radiator not working, everything stops.
If something happens to me, I go to the hospital or the graveyard. They still gonna continue that project. If something happens to that, big problem.
Something happened to the generator, work finished.
That's how important work is to these guys out here on this site. I think that is insane mentality, but I also think if that's the kind of mentality you have on your team, I think you like your odds.
Man, I'm back in action.
Got it back?
Got it running, baby. Got it, boss. Let's just check the fuses one by one and just figure out what's wrong with that thing.
It sounds like that's how you approach problems. Do you approach problems like that in your personal life, you know, with the kids, with the family? Do you have the same mentality, like, hey, we're gonna be okay, we just gotta check off the list?
Well, in the morning, you just get up. The first foot, the right foot. Okay, you get up with the left. Oh, that's gonna be, you know, oh man, you know. So always thinking, you can do it. Always thinking positive and let's go.
That's awesome.
Every day is a challenging day for everyone. We gotta go through 24 hours. And that's it.
That's good advice out there. If you're watching this right now, that's good advice. One more time, do it with me. You start with the right foot, you start with the left foot, and you just keep going and you can accomplish anything.
Yeah.
That's some good news, huh?
That's good.
Yeah, back in action.
It's nice when it's fixed instantly.
Right?
Sometimes it takes a week. So
Back on track,
good.
huh?
Yeah, back on track.
Hell yeah.
Earlier as we got here, we had a huge problem with the forklift. It seems to be functioning now. How did we get that working in a matter of...
One just wiggled something around and it started to work again. So just loose connections, so we got some dielectric grease for next time.
It's a clear paste. If you have corrosion or dust and you put the paste in between two contacts, it makes good continuity, good contact.
Certain things are, you know, you should give it your all. Like the castle building is kind of fun entertainment, but other things are where it's like you depend on something, you kind of take it a little more seriously. Yeah, Peter's right. It's like you're kind of like building something and you want every advantage you can get.
What's the key to accuracy?
Just 1,000 strokes a day. So you kind of got to narrow it down and think like how do we do this better? Like what can give us one more edge? Because when you combine multiple edges, it's a multiplier on the entire thing. So it's like
Exactly, yeah.
it goes a long way. And that's like getting started, building, and then like building assets. And assets is like knowledge too. So that helps a lot. I mean, everyone has their own axe preferences. So when you're cutting stone, it doesn't really matter. It's getting dull, so it doesn't break. I prefer the heavier ones, so those are hard to find. And then the handles need to be harder, so.
You guys are like running in a really good rhythm right now. The team seems to be running really strong.
What I noticed that all the dudes over there, they didn't have enough rocks, so we are making a lot of supply, a lot of material. Yeah, this is close to 110 pounds, this way.
Here, 110 pounds, light, heavy, what are we doing?
That's like 120, I'd say, right?
I don't know.
If you're facing a Goliath, in my mind, you gotta, number one, figure out, like, are you really passionate about, is this really the Goliath that you want to slay?
Yeah, you help? Jesus.
I love building, I love castles, I love tools, I love all this stuff. So I'm really passionate about it. So when you're passionate about something and you're fighting Goliath and you're super passionate about it, you know that this is what you really want, So I think answering that question first is a good start.
Now it's time to grab the hand.
I see the vision for the tools company, and it's just getting stronger and bigger and faster, and the vision for the castle and the vision for the show. It's all, you know, it's putting in the work, but it's also building the right team, making sure everyone is on the team has the same values, that they're, number one is they're really willing to work with a sense of urgency. We have to outwork, outsmart our competition. Everyone is passionate about the project, and yeah, everyone's a team player. Everyone plays for the team, not for themselves as an individual. And I think, like, if we keep that kind of around the team and build the right team, I think we'll do good things.
Come on. This is what gives us so light. Holy crap. Oh, what are you doing out for? They're doing your own stuff, you big guy.
Once this structure is done, my plan is to build a tower, which is therefore to hide your beautiful lady on top from all the knights which are after her. And then I would like to continue building it. I see a light at the end of the tunnel.
For me, it was very easy always to work with Kurt. Found him very straightforward, easy to communicate, and I really liked working for Kurt. And I still thank, you know, Kurt and his business partners for giving me a chance and teaching me. And yeah, I'm very grateful for the opportunity that they gave me.
So, you know, I started interviewing. There's a few things about Peter. So first off, he has a very strong Russian accent. And like everyone else is like, are you sure? He sounds a little off. I'm like, okay, whatever. But in Peter's interview, first off, he's like, we like to ask about what books have you read? And he read every marketing book there was. Oh, interesting, okay. At the time, he read like a lot of them. Like, oh, great answers. Every question we asked, great answer. Like, I remember he was like, yeah, I currently work at the vitamin store. I'm in middle management and I make $15 an hour. And I'm very proud of that position. I remember him saying that. It was great. so yeah, people actually doubted Peter in the office. Others did, but you know, I didn't. I was like, shit, yeah, hire Peter. And we hired him and he fucking killed it. He built our whole supplement line, formulated many more products. And then Peter went off and started another business and became a successful businessman himself.
I personally, in my head, I see it happening, and I know it's gonna happen. They're the biggest tools company, the biggest show, and the biggest castle. And then after the castle, we go even bigger. We make the American port, the American airport, everything. Yeah.
This is a project no one of us has done before. So we learned from each other. Sometimes I learn from somebody else's mistake, even though the laughter is on him, but I learned from it.
There's an old book that said all I ever needed to learn, I learned in kindergarten, right? And I feel like I want to write a book that says all I needed to learn, I learned on a construction site, or better yet, a castle site, which you can make the argument is sort of like kindergarten out here with these guys just throwing blocks around and stuff. But you know, we're halfway home and I'm starting to see a method to the madness. These guys might just pull this off, and I might learn something from it in the process. I don't know about you. Last question. Who's better on camera so far?
Joachim.
Joachim is, I choose Joachim as well.
Look, this is so comfortable, just like that.
American castle, rise from the ashes high, holding the train where the truth don't die. American castle, where the legends remain, fight the good fight, break the freedom chain.
Yeah!
Hear the voices
Come on!
echo
Yeah!
across those
Ah!
generations, finding ways to atone.
Very true. Hey, Kurt, how you doing? Everything good?
Oh yeah, going well.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, welcome back.
Once you watch that movie, you are left a little bit of a different person, right? You're a little bit like, you reflect on that movie, right?
It follows you. Yes.
It follows you like Rocky. Rocky's one of those movies that you're like, you reflect on.
American Castle.
Is this a RIP or what about this blade? Is this blade usable in the future? What do we do?
No.
If
Then
we're
I
selling this motherfucker,
Yeah.
if they watch the show and they're like, hey, I can become something. Okay. Like I can, it doesn't matter that I don't have any money, but I can become something.
Sorry, what do you think? You're probably the smartest one here.
So it's like castle is everlasting. You want to plant the American dream. You want to be like, boom, this is the American dream.
Castle is the American dream. The castle dies.
It's the heart, yeah. It's like you want to build. You want to build something that's never destructible. You want to build something, and that's what a dream is. It should be never destructible.
I like this kind of stuff, this kind of social engagement. I'm more like this instead of just business.